Hello YouTubers, here's Ramon with part 2 of my Cobra 21 LTD Classic 40 channel CB radio. In the last video, we replaced a blown light bulb that was needs to fix. So if you want to see how I did it, go back to the last video before this one and you're going to see how I did it. This time we're going to adjust the signal meter on the radio because it's a little bit too high. When any signal comes in, the meter just smack all the way back to the end of the meter, so we don't want to do that. So we're gonna make a couple of adjustments. We're gonna see how much is the power output on this radio. So I'm gonna show you all of that. So let's go ahead and turn on the radio. You can see, let me give you a little close-up. You can see you see the meter that needs to be adjusted because I don't have that noise on my other radio. The noise level is on 1S units and this one is peaking at 5, so that needs to be adjusted. Today we're going to use the Dozy PM 2001 TX power meter. So we're gonna see first how much output power this radio is doing. So we're gonna look at the top scale from 0 to 20. We're on the 20 watt scale, the one on the top. So let me go ahead and key up, and we're doing about close to 4 watts. So this radio is still original. Nobody has messed with the powers. So let's go ahead and see how we are in the modulation. Let's go to the modulation. Let's go ahead and set up the modulation. Oh, we got to set right here. So let me see how the modulation is doing. We're gonna look at the bottom scale now. The bottom scale. Audio. It's doing about 50%. So yeah, nobody has touched this radio. You know, it's still the original way they sold it. So we're gonna do the couple adjustments on that. So bear with me. Let me open the radio and take care of that. Alright, we got the radio open, and I'm gonna show you the pot we're gonna adjust. These are the two finals I was talking about right here. These are two finals, and we're going to adjust the power. That way you won't put a lot of power, you know, you don't put a lot of hard work on the output finals. So the radio was showing 4 watts. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it down to 2 watts. So this is the pot right here, the pot with the little rubber band sticking up. We are going to adjust that, and we're gonna bring the power down. Like I said, we're gonna look at the top scale. Right now it's doing 4 watts. We want to bring it to 2 watts. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me put this right here, and we're gonna bring it down. Now remember, you gotta do this easy. Take your time because these are carbon adjustments, and sometimes if you do it too hard and they're kind of hard, they will break. So you gotta take your time, you know, bring it down. You see it's coming down. The reason I bring the power to 2 watts, that way you won't hate it too much on the final output, and they last you longer. Especially with this kind of radios, they're kind of older. You gotta take care of the finals because that way the final goes out, you cannot transmit. So that's good right there. I brought it down to 2 watts. That's how I have all my radios. I bring my radios to 2 watts always. Remember that. If the radio is too high, if you're trying to adjust the power on the radio, don't bring it up higher. Bring it down lower. The radio will work better if you bring it down lower, not higher. So I'm happy with that. It's steady at 2 watts. Audio 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's swinging from 2 to 3 watts. Alright, now we're gonna check the modulation. We're going to adjust it again. Let's check the modulation now. We're gonna look at the bottom scale. Audio 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Still doing about 50%. Now we're gonna look for the pot. I think it's this one. Let me see if I can zoom it in. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right here. It's this one right here. Let's see if I can get there we go. It's this pot right here. Alright, let me make sure I got it there. Let me hold it right there. Alright, let me zoom out. Alright, we're gonna adjust the modulation right now. The modulation, AM modulation. Audio, and you can see it went off the scale. Audio 1 2 3 3 2 1. Audio. So if I bring it all the way down, audio, you see the modulation goes down. So if you bring it up, audio 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1. That's 100%, almost. Well, it passed. Let's say it's 200%. It's up the scale now, the modulation. Audio 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1. That way you don't have to speak loud and get close to the microphone. You can keep your microphone away from your mouth and talk normal. Alright, that's that. The power is set. The modulation is set. Now we're gonna set the S meter. So let me show you how to do that. Alright, this time we're going to adjust the S meter, and with that I have the perfect setup. You can see right here I have another CB radio. You remember those 40 channel help radios that came in a box? So this is the one that I use to adjust the meter. What I do is I got this other power supply right here. See, I got 2 power supplies. This is the one for the radio. This is the one to use for this radio. They're both from the same voltage, 13.8 volts. So I got one for the radio and one for the test radio, which is this one. I'm gonna turn it on. Turn on right here. It's on channel 20. As you can see, I'm gonna bring the volume down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna key up this radio. I'm gonna key up this radio because I have 2 antennas. I got the antenna, the main antenna, and I have another antenna for this radio to do the test. So let me see if I can zoom out in here. So zoom in. I mean zoom in, and you can see the meter is way up there. So I'm gonna key up the other radio. As you can see, I'm gonna have to put it away a little bit there. I'm not gonna have a good but I'm trying to bring it down at least a little bit. Let me see, this will help. Yep, there we go. The power supply was too close to the other power supply. So let me key up. See, I'm keying up the other radio. You can see. Let me see, hold on. I want to get a good angle on this so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, just the S meter. I'm going to key up, and you can see it goes all the way up. So I want to break it down. So let's come in here. to this spot and adjust the meter. You see, as I move the pot, it goes up and down. Oh, I want to have it around there. Yes, that's the best position I want it, because I don't want that meter to be banging at the other side of the meter. So it's right there. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can hear it, look. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Since the radio is closed, why? It sounds like that. See? Now the meter is not all the way up there. Went down a little bit. Now I gotta make another adjustment. So give me a second until I get it in the right spot. Alright. One last adjustment to the S meter. The meter on the radio. Now you remember I brought the radio down to 2 watts, right? So now I had to adjust the output power on this meter on the radio. So you see the top scale, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes to the red. I want to bring it down to 2. That way I know the radio is doing 2 watts. So let's find the pot. You can see it's adjustment, so I'm gonna bring it down. See, it's coming down. It's coming down. I want to leave it exactly at 2 watts. On the 2, right there. Right there. You see? Right on 2. That way I know the radio is doing 2 watts. Audio 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.